Okay, welcome to what's going to be a playthrough of Deep Space D-6 Armada. So this arrived from Kickstarter last week. I've had a couple of games. It's taken me a little while to get my filming layout done, but here we go. I've set it up for two-handed. I'm going to be playing a two-handed solo. I've got two ships. Each of the ships comes with a great little figure. They start on Terra. Each ship has its shields and its hull, 5 crew. The planets are set up as such. I have started with a distress beacon that comes with the first set on the Terra to start with. That's 0, and then you draw one randomly from your draw bag, and that was 95, and that's set on Invictus. I'm gonna kind of explain things as I go through it, and then just see how we get on. And so the game has 3 phases. It has a planning phase, an encounter phase, and a resolution phase. In the planning phase, each ship gets 2 actions. They can either travel, repair, trade, buy, or hire crew. In the encounter phase, you try away missions to get rid of distress beacons, or you engage with combat with enemy ships, which will be popping up fairly soon. In the resolution phase, we draw a new distress from the bag, engage with that event, put it on a different planet, and also we will draw, because we're playing 2-player, 2 threats per turn, and those threats will be enemy ships that will either reinforce or be new ships. A big function of the game is upgrading your ship. You can upgrade the components or get new crew for new dice, and that requires credits, and we get credits from either completing missions or destroying enemy ships and taking them for scrap. And you'll see that as we play through. And why don't we just get on with it. So first turn, planning. I am going to start with Harmony. And first action is I'm going to trade my credits, give my credits to my other ship, because I've worked out that even though there are some upgrades and heroes that cost 2, most of them are more than 3 or 4. You can kind of get a good one with 3 or 4, but more the merrier. But at this stage, I'm going to try and get a crew for my flagship. My second action, I'm going to fly off to Invictus. So that's those 2 actions. The 2 actions for AGO1, because we have a way station on Terra, we can hire crew. We don't have a shipyard, so we couldn't get a new component. So to hire a crew, we take 3 random cards, and we see what we can buy. So I've got a choice of 2, because I can't afford that one. Each crew card is unique, has a unique dice, and it has a unique ability. This one says you re-roll the result of a hull breach. That's handy. Whenever one of your crew dice is sent to the infirmary, gain 1 shield. That's also handy. The thing to also look at is what they provide in terms of blanks or abilities. This ship uses repairs for its weapon, mining laser, so I'll definitely go for that one because that will be more useful. The other heroes get shuffled back into the hero deck for potential purchase later. So we have to then go into the box and find the unique dice that matches that one. Nope. That one's looking promising. I think that's the one. 2 of those, 1 of those. Okay, so you find the dice and you add it to your selection. More dice means more rolls, more fun things you can do. I will pay my credits. And I am going to ignore the first mission because I want to try the second mission to make it a bit more exciting. So I'll fly to Invictus as my second turn. Into the planning phase. Now we do the encounter phase. I'm going to attempt this together as a team up. Early in the game, it's good to keep your ships together. If you try and do things individually, things can go horribly wrong. So we have to complete each of these 3 mission sections. There's no symbol, so I can do them in any order, and I will start with roll some dice and get, I'll have that one and all the rest are no good. Because I didn't complete a section and because I don't have a medical symbol, one of my dice goes into the infirmary. So the next time I roll, I will only have 4. However, Harmony gets to go now. And that's pretty good. So I'll get those 2 for Harmony. And completed a section. So I will get to keep these 3 dice for the next round. AG gets to go. Ooh. And that gets nothing, so I lose another one to my infirmary. Let's have a go with Harmony. We got a medical, and that completes the section. So it means I don't have to save those. And I will lose another dice. Now I'm getting a bit stressed. What do I need? I just need a, oops, doesn't count if it's not in the box. I got a medical, so that means I get a free. I don't have to lose a dice. Oh, there we go, 2. So that was kind of lucky. All our dice come back. We should have 5 there, and these ones go over here. We completed that one, so we can get rid of the event, and we get a data token. And so the data, to complete the game, you need 4 data tokens, and that starts the boss battle. And that one has a particular symbol on it, which I then have to find, and that looks like it, so I will stick that up there, and that one is done. So that's the end of my first encounter phase, which was pretty successful. I'm pretty happy with that. Now I draw a new distress token, and we will have 2, which is handy. Kawagawa goes there. That one looks fairly easy as well, and I get 2 credits, so I complete that one. Now we do 2 threats, and we get a reinforcements card, but because we don't have any fleets, we take the second option, which is to create a fleet of 3 enemy at Invictus. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, and we tag them with a little marker so we know where they go. And then our second card is create a new fleet at Titan 6. Fleet there, and numbers don't matter as long as they match. Titan 6. Okay. Now we go to the planning phase. I could just stay here and try and destroy that fleet. Don't have anything to repair. I think I will. I think I'm just going to skip. I don't want to split my fleet up quite yet. I've been destroyed for doing that too early. So I think we'll wait that one out. So I'm going to skip the planning phase. Nothing I want to do. We'll go to encounter phase because we've got an enemy fleet. We will engage that one. That's a 3-ship fleet. I put them down in random order. So these ships have got green icons, which means they have shields, and the shields have to be destroyed before we can get to the hull. So I'm quite glad I didn't try it alone. So you put little shield tokens on just so you know what you're doing. These arrow icons means that it attacks the whole fleet, so that'll be worth taking out. Because I'm fighting with 2 ships, you have to designate one of them as the frontline ship. That one takes all the damage from the enemy attack, and this one just you can swap them over, but you don't necessarily want to do that. We'll see how we go. This could be messy actually, but we'll give it a go. So first of all we attack, so we roll our dice. And I can't use any of those. I should have really got a weapon. I can use one energy, so I can do one energy attack. I think I'm going to be running away next turn, so I'll stick that on that shield. I think I'll take that one out first. That's my attack. I'll then attack with Harmony. Okay, so I can do choices, because I can use its special ability to reduce damage. But I think I'll go aggressive. I'll do 2 attacks, so I'll put 2 on that one and that one. I'm not going to kill anything this round. So that's the end of that. They get to counter attack. We roll a D6 and then see if any of their abilities trigger. 6. So we take 2 energy damage and 1 shield damage. So 1, 2, and 1. So we're down to 0. That one doesn't trigger. This one does 3 energy damage. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I think that might have been a little bit foolish to attack this, but we'll see how we go. I'll probably just read that one and probably another one. Yeah, let's go for it. Might be a very short game. I did start again. Okay, that's better. So I will do 1 damage on that one, so they're going to be toasted. That one's got a nasty effect, but that one's huge. It's only energy damage. I'm going to use my status beam to take out that attack, which will be useful. And that's all that ship can do. This one will do not too bad. So we get 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. And we'll do 2 on there. And 1 on there. I might be running away anyway. Even though that ship has got 0 hull, it still gets its final attack. 2, which does nothing. That one's knocked out. This one on a 2 does a rotate. So it just changes. So it changes from energy to kinetic damage. Kinetic damage goes straight to the hull. Kinetic damage. So we actually survived that round, which was surprising. This ship is destroyed, which is handy. And we're off again. Okay, so we're going to use 1 on, oops, I should roll that one as well. It's kind of good. We'll put 2 on the shields. I'll give some breathing space. And then just 2 kinetic damage to the hull. I'm going to use the status beam to knock that one out again. This one, all we need is 1, and we can kill off the bullfrog. So we'll fire 1 to kill off the bullfrog. Shield, I haven't got any shields. I can't use medical. That's that. So now they counterattack. 4 doesn't happen. This one, a 4 does 2 kinetic damage. So they go straight to the hull. So that'll go to 0. because it's done that, it's now distressed. So it's out of combat and is in a bad way, distressed state. End of round. That one's destroyed. So I'm going to have to take out 6 with this ship, which is a little bit dangerous, because if both my ships get distressed, it's game over. Let's see how we go. Should have survived 1 round. So that's 2 hits. And counterattack. 4. 4 is 2 kinetic damage. 1, 2. So now I've got a choice. I either run away, and the runaway condition is tactical retreat. Is I would need to roll, either go to 1 hull, which I'm already at, or get 2. So I'd have to do 4 damage to destroy it and survive. I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to run away. Shame, but so I get my 2. So actually, when this one was distressed, it would have moved to a adjacent planet, and I'm now going to fly to an adjacent planet. Those 2 are still destroyed, which isn't entirely bad. That one is fully repaired. Well, it just doesn't lose its damage, goes back, and that fleet is still Invictus. And I get no credits, so I forgot it was a 3 fleet. If it had been a 2, I would have been in a much better position. That's the end of my counter phase. Now we do resolution. We draw another token. My distress ship is out of commission until it repairs all its hull. And we'll have number 3, which is handy. So that goes to Terra. And that one has a symbol on it, so we have to do these in order. But we get money, so that's always handy. And we have to draw 2 threat cards. Reinforcements. So I've got no one at Kagawa, so we get a fleet of 3 ships. And to a certain degree, this is my downfall of my previous games, as I've gone a bit too hard, too fast, get damaged, and then the ships start building up. Zenith 1, which is where we are, a new enemy fleet of 3 ships. So that's no longer a safe haven, which is unfortunate. Oops. I could leave the fleet there. Why not? Space them around. Okay, so that's the end of the round. I will lick my wounds. If we stay there, the fleet will engage the blue one. But I'm going to try and I'll do something I'll fly away. First action, I'll fly away. Second action, I will try and repair my hull. And I get no repairs. So that was a bit of a waste. This ship here, nothing will happen until it's fully repaired. And so it could just stay there. I probably will, because then I'll get 2 rerolls. I'll get 2 rolls. So I'm going to try and repair my hull. I can't do anything till I'm back up to full strength. So that's 2. And I'll roll again. So I completely, all the shields will be back to full, by the way, once you finish combat. The shields get refreshed. Oh, didn't expect that. I got 2 more, so I'm actually active and I will be going into combat, which is pretty funny. We'll see. We might be brave. end of planning. Let's do encounter. I'll do this one first. I'm going to take the easy one. I should be able to roll it. There we go, easy. So complete that one. I can name my fleet. Blue Terror. So, oops, wrong one. Certainly really just want to get that distress off, because if you have 6 on a planet, it's game over. Now, because we've fixed ourselves, we didn't move, we have to engage this fleet. So let's see what we've got. We've got a Warden, which is a protect, so you can't attack any other ships until you destroy the Warden. They are monster ships. I mean, that was easy to kill, but it's got good shields. That one's got no shields. I'm not going to take it on by myself, so I'm not even going to put the shields on it, because we're going to be running away. So we either roll 2 repair symbols like that, which then allows us to gracefully escape. Of course, lets me know what's in there. So that fleet can go back to over there. End of the encounter phase. Now we go to the resolution phase. And you see this, the fleets are going to start stacking up. 36, 39, let's see what 39 is. Technology Research Center, Zenith 1. And of course, as your fleets start stacking up, it makes it more difficult to actually start engaging with the distress beacons that are turning up. So let's put that to there for when I need it. And then we get 2 threats. A new fleet. A fleet of 2 enemy at Titan 2. And this one is a new fleet, 2 enemy at Kagawa. Just stick them there. I don't know, it makes it look a bit messy. I sometimes like to keep all my fleets together. So Kagawa, so I'm going to have to destroy both those fleets before I can engage that distress, which isn't a huge problem at the moment. End round, planning. This one's pretty much fine. Got no money. We could get some money if we complete that one. I think we'll stick around for that. This one we'll go for hull repair. So we get 2 on 2 and we're repaired. So it's really important to get some money, buy some improvements and upgrade your hull and your shields, because as you saw, otherwise it can go down really fast. So planning phase over, let's do encounter. We're going to do number 3. I'm going to do this one first, and because it's sequenced, and what that means is you can only put 1 dice on each of. That one means 1 dice on each. That one you can put 2 dice on to complete it. Ooh, that's unhelpful, but we got a medical symbol, so it means we don't lose anyone to the infirmary for that round. Let's try harmony. Oh, so we can't use the attack because it's got to be done in sequence, but we have a medical, so it means we can get a free reroll, which is handy. We'll have a medical on there. We didn't complete anyone, so we lose dice to infirmary. Okay, so that's good. We complete that one, which means we can engage with this one. And because we completed a section and we have a medical, we get the reroll. We've got a medical, so we get a free reroll. Just don't lose any crew. Don't lose any crew. Yeah, easy peasy. Done. So we should have 5 in each. That one's completed. And we get 2 credits, which isn't going to break the bank. And I think I'll give that one to Harmony, because you can give it to whatever ship you like when you complete, if they're both there. Because I want to get another dice, or maybe an upgrade. End of planning. Oh well, it's end of encounter. We're into resolution again. So time for a new event. Oh, okay. So this is a different one. This is a prime. 59. So a prime event has to be completed before any other event. So assuming that there are other events around, I couldn't go do 2 or 39. You have to prioritize the prime ones. And this is going to Invictus. So basically it means we're going to have to go back to Invictus before we can do anything else, which is then a restraint because I need to get credits. It's a fairly easy one. And 2 threats. Okay, so new fleet in Invictus. That's the worst timing possible. There's only a 2. And okay, so Luna gets an upgrade or 2 enemy ship fleets at Luna. Of course, you're going to see a lot of the top of my head as I lean over. So what have I got? I've got 2, 4, 6, 8 fleets. Okay, end of resolution. I've got to take out that prime event. I could take out a little one. How many was at Luna? There's only 2 enemy ships at Luna. Yeah, let's have a go. Okay, nothing else I can do. I've got no money. I can have a try. Because now I've moved to Luna. There's a shipyard. I'll try my luck. So I've got all the upgrades in the bag. You give them a good shake. And you pull out 3. I might get armor. So off you go. 1, 2, 3. See what they're going to cost. They would cost me a 5. That would cost me a 2 and a 3. I'd really like the missiles, but I will take the armor. So I'll put those back in the bag, and I'll get the armor plating. So that increases my hull capacity, which means I'll slot that in there. That pops out. And that's actually a really good one to pick up because I am now at full armor hull, which is going to make me last a bit longer, which probably means, so that's the, oh, I've got to spend my money. 2 well spent. And my first upgrade. Okay, so I'm going to take on 20. And 20 was over there. Let's see what we've got. We've got, Sentinel and a super winning Starhopper, which seems to do a whole lot of stuff. Lots of energy damage. I think we're going to blow that one up first, actually. A lot of energy damage on this one. Both Federation ships. I'm going to actually change my front line for this combat to my new improved hull reinforced ship. Harmony can take the front. Off we go. Okay, so we've got, yeah, I'm going to go for the 2 damage. I could ignore a damage, but I don't really care about that at the moment. 2. Yeah, let's get this one. This one looks really nasty. It's got all these 3s. Can't use the shields. Okay, so that's 1 hit. Just kind of handy. We've also got our status, and I will take out that one because that one does damage to every ship. We've got a shield, but because that's got a line around it, we can only use 1 dice on there, so we can only use it once. Versus shields, you can do multiple times, but I don't need any shields. can't use the rest of the dice. They will counter attack. If I could see my D6. 6. So I do 1 energy damage. And nothing. Phew, that was pretty lucky. And this one actually might work out. Okay, so Harmony. We'll do 1 damage. And that's going to be enough to blow up the hyper winning Star Hopper. The other 2 are no good. Okay, so that'll do 1 damage with my mining laser. Can't use that. I can use my status beam though. They're going to get a counter attack. I'm going to status beam the same one again because I don't want that to be frying. Counter attack. 6. 1 energy damage. Doesn't do anything. Hurrah. Okay, that one's destroyed. And time to go again. Oh, that'll work. Okay, so I'm going to use quite a lot now. Shields. I'm going to use 2 to destroy that ship. And I've got an extra, so I'm going to stick it in my polarity matrix against energy damage. So that'll give me a buffer against the counterattack. That one I can't use. This one, I guess I could roll it because I might get my status beam and knock out in the box, please. No, nothing useful there. In fact, very useless. Counterattack, a 3. Does nothing because they don't have any 3, so they're destroyed. Alright, get my dice back. Shields go back up to full at the end of combat. And now, okay, so the scrap you get from blowing up ships is determined by the number of dots. And if you've got ships from the same, so these are both Federation ships, even if that had a dot, we'd only get 1. If it had 1 dot, we'd still only get 1 scrap because you get the maximum dots per type of category of ship. So we get 1, which is a lot of effort for not much really. I'll give it to him. 1 credit, all of that. At least Luna's safe. So that's the end of encounter. Now we do resolution. So let's hopefully we get a high credit bearing, easy one. Close. Oh, we can't, it doesn't help because we've got Prime. Got the Prime event that we've got to deal with. Okay, so this is on Titan, which isn't helpful. And, oh, okay, so this is a different one. It has a hazard bar. So that is the second. So in your resolution phase, you draw a new distress, then you activate any hazards, then you draw the new threats. We haven't had any hazards, so it hasn't been an issue. But because it happens as the second, we draw the event, then it activates. So it activates first turn. This one has a timer on it. So we have to put a timer token on it. And if there are 4 timer tokens, it results in a failure. And that's going to mean 2 more fleets are going to arrive. So that's not great. Put the pressure on. Threat detection. Reinforcements. Okay, so this is a reinforcement card, and since we've got fleets at Titan, we add 1 enemy ship to all the fleets there. So we've got 2 fleets there. So that is 9. Oh, that must be 6. 6 and 23. So your fleets can start getting quite big. Reinforcements. Add 1 enemy ship to all fleets at Kagawa. We've got 2 fleets there as well. That's another 2 fleets. So that was 1 and 17. don't have any money, can't get any money, I guess we'll have to go off and attack. First move, second move, first move, second move. That's the end of our planning phase. Do or die. Okay. Oh, let's take off number 2. We're going to have to do both of them. Or hopefully destroy one and run away. Okay, ours is a small one. Siren and a SRS 19. They're not too bad actually. That one fires iron damage that takes out all the shields for the whole fleet. But we'll worry about that when we get there. So we've got 4 and 4. 2 energy damage and 1 shield damage. That's nasty. Okay, so I think we're going to stay with Harmony as our lead. And we need lots of attack, please. Oh, that's not bad. 3. Who do I want to destroy first? I don't want to destroy that one actually. 1, 2, 3. Can't use these 2. Oh, what a horrible roll. Of course, if you can get upgrades that allow you to use different dice, then you get far more useful. So if I had one that could use actual attack lasers, that would be fine. But as it is, did nothing. Counter attack. 5 does nothing. 5 does 2 iron damage to the whole fleet, so that's 2 of each. And a 5 does 2 energy damage and 1 shield. So basically that does 2 energy damage. Oh, not off that one, because it's only this one, so it does 1 energy damage and then 1 off the hull. Oops, I'm getting confused, because that's my prime now. There we go. Okay, so not ideal, but could have been worse. So at least we've got some shields to repair now. Okay, so we're going to fire 1 into the shields, and we will do 1 onto the attack, which should destroy that one, which is handy. Oh, that's good. That's a 2 attack. And a big nothing. Status beam's just not working out. Counter attack. 4 does 1 energy damage and then 1 shield damage, which I don't have, so I don't care. That one does 2 iron damage on everyone, and then that's that. So not disastrous. So that one's destroyed. And we get to go again. And there we go. It's 2, oh no it's not. That's just 2 damage. Still got 2 hull left. Oh no, it's only got 1 hull. And that's all good. I'm going to roll these anyway because I might be able, well, there's no point. Because, oh yeah, I could get a status beam. I thought they've got, I'll get my shields will be repaired anyway, but yeah, okay, so I get a status beam and I can take out that one just in case, because it gets 1 last counter attack. 1, which would have done energy damage. Okay, so they're destroyed, which is handy. Shields go back up to full, which is handy. The hull stays whatever it is. We look at these and see that they are both Federation ships. They both have single dots, so we get 1 credit for that. So if you get fleets of a mix of ships, it's so much better because you get more money. So we destroyed 2 ships to get 1 credit, which isn't huge. Now we have to engage Fleet 13. think that's my old fleet that I attacked last time. So it's only one ship. Huh, the Cyclone. So this isn't turning out, so I guess that was useful. So I've still got 6 to do. I'll keep my front line. Off we go. That's one hit. I've got, don't need to do my shields. There's something else I can use. So not entirely useful. That's 2 hits. And that's all with that. Counter attack. 5. 5 does a rotate. So we go from energy damage to kinetic damage, which I'm not too bothered about because I've got my enhanced hull. Okay, so we do 1 damage. That, those, oh, we don't have a shield damage, that's fine. So I've got to get 2 hits, would be nice. There's 1, oh yeah, oh no, so 1 hit with that. Everything else is useless. I really need to get something on that one with a laser. So I'll do a counter. It will counter with a 3, and a 3 does 2 kinetic damage, which is straight off the hull. Which is getting dangerous, because I get another one of those and that ship is disabled. Pretty sure I can kill this round. Okay, so, yep, okay, so we'll do 1 laser damage. That's a freebie. We'll put 1 into kinetic damage to polarize our hull, and that should save us. Worst case scenario, we'll try and knock it out with our status beam. We didn't even get that, which is horrendous. Okay, I didn't get status beam once. This one counterattacks. It gets a 4, which would have done 2 kinetic damage, but fortunately I had that, so it only does 1. And then I goes down to 1, so I survive. It blows up. And it's got a dot, so we get a credit. And our dead ship. Everything, shields go back up. So that was kind of the best that we could have done, which is handy. Right, now we can actually, still in the encounter phase, we can actually have a go at this one if we wanted to, and I think I will because it looks fairly easy, and I'm going to do it with everyone because we can. And we might go with this one. So we only need 3 medical. Got no medical, so that goes into the infirmary. So some of these look easy, but hey, it's a dice game. 1 medical, I'm going to complete that one so we don't lose any dice. What's in the box, please? I'll have 1 medical because we've got a because we would have to have our medical not assigned to get the free reroll. Pretty sure that's what it says. Yeah, medical not assigned. Because I assigned it, I don't get the free reroll, which means I'll lose another one to the infirmary. So that should be less of an issue because you think I'll be able to roll 1, but obviously not. Losing another one. Not panicked yet, but we're getting to panic phase. Oops. So I've got 1 more roll. Need a bigger box. Hey, there we go. That's kind of lucky. Dice go back, and we get, for our effort, 1 credit. 4. But more importantly, we get rid of that prime event. So now all the events are, I can go wherever I like. Now we're into resolution phase. And, oh, I get another prime event. Where's that going to be? Zenith 1. Guess we'll be going there next. What is it? Oh, okay, it's a fragile. So you can, these fragile tokens kicking around somewhere. Here we go. And you have to take it to Luna, do a trade. You get 3 credits, which is good. But if you take any damage, I think it's like any hull damage in combat, you fail it. So that's okay, because there's no fleets at Luna, so I'm not too bothered about that. So, Hazard kicks off, so that gets another token. And we've got to do 2 threats. Reinforcements, Titan gets add 2 enemy ships to the smallest fleet. So Titan, we've gotten, how many's that one? It's 3 on that one, and there's 3 on that one, so it makes no difference. There we go. And reshuffle. Oh, scrap. Reshuffle the threat detected and then draw a new card. Okay. It's almost like a pandemic moment there. We're reshuffling in things that have already happened. There's a bit of shuffling goes on. I mean, mainly with the heroes. This is the first time I've actually had to shuffle this one. But you know, sleeve your cards. You should always sleeve your cards. Okay, new fleet. Another 3 enemy fleet at Kagawa. Kagawa is getting very busy. I'll call that one 13 because that's lucky. End of resolution, planning phase. What to do? A prime event over there. I could go shopping. Turn this one into a monster. Give it a new, get it some crew. Tempted to get some crew because we've got a way station there. More dice is always good. I'm going to go shopping for a crew. And what do I trade? That one really needs a decent weapon. Maybe I'll do that. I'll trade. I'll do Harmony first and I'll trade to this ship. And then we will go flying to Zenith 1 to take that fleet. This one we'll go shopping for a upgrade. Hopefully we get something that's got a really big gun. Oh, that was 12. Not going to be able to afford that. That's an 8. Not going to be able to afford that. And that's a 5. And I can't afford that either. So that's a bit of a shame. So, what have we got with Zenith? We've got a shipyard. I'm going to fly there for my second action. I'm not doing any missions solo. That just is a path to disaster. Okay, so that's the end of my planning. Now we're encountering fleet number 3, which is 3 ships, and I'm going to get 1 credit if I destroy them all. Bad luck there with the ship location. This one has a protect, so you have to destroy the warden before you can destroy or attack any of the other ships, which is a bit annoying. But the other ones don't look too bad. A lot of kinetic damage. This one will stay prime. Oh, so that was a bit of a miscalculation. I forgot to look at my hull, which I hadn't repaired, and I've gone straight back into combat for a ship that does kinetic damage. I think this ship is actually going to be leading the charge this time, because we might be doing a runner. Anyway, see how we go. We're here now. Always take the time to do repairs. Okay. With that, we can do 1 damage, and we have to do it on the warden. Everything else is rubbish. But there. Harmony's going to have a go, and can't do repairs, but we can do 1 damage on the warden. And that's about it. Counterattack. This is going to be brutal. A 5. Does nothing, does nothing, does nothing. Well, thank you. Right. That's kind of useless as well, but take the 1. And their shield's gone. Can't use any of the others, which is why we need something that will use the red ones. We really need an upgrade. Of course, we're not doing anything. Wow. Okay, well we'll do 2 damage. I can't protect. If that one happens, I'm dead anyway. So that doesn't help. I might as well go all out and destroy the warden, and then see how we go next round. Okay, counterattack. If I get a 6, that would be a shame. I got a 6, so it does. Oh, now I'm confused. How did I get to? I can't have been on 0 hull. I must have knocked it with the dice. So this one is the lead. It takes 2 kinetic damage. So it goes down to 2. Not so bad. 6 wasn't great, but maybe I'll review the video and see if I'm cheating later. Okay, so that's the warden destroyed, which is handy because we're now free for all on the other ships. Off we go. I guess we take out the Crusher. He's the biggest threat. So then we've got 2. There's 2 damage on the Thrusher, has no shields. We can use our status beam to take out one of the kinetic damage. Well, yeah, that would save us. That would save my ship anyway. Okay. Oh, that's more like it. So that's 3 hits right there. 1, 2. We'll split them because we can. And those are rubbish. Counterattack. 5 does nothing, a 5 does nothing. Okay, so the Crusher is crushed. We also have to take out the Siren. Okay, so that's 2. That's the shield's gone. And nothing else is useful. So all I need now, oh, it's only got a hull of 1, so I need 1. That should be easy. So we'll take 1, we'll pump 1 into the shields, the defense, and it gets a last go. Let's do your worst. It does a 2/1 energy damage to the shields, and that's it. Oh, that worked out better than I thought. Remember to fix your shields before you engage enemy ships though. So shields go back up to full. We get 1 scrap for all that effort. And we can now attempt the prime. Which shouldn't be too bad actually. So I just have to put it on one of my ships and make it to Luna. Of course it's going to take me 2 turns to get there, 1, 2. So Now, I'll give it a go. In you go. I'll put that, actually we'll leave it there because it's not completed until it's completed. And we can't do anything else till it's completed, one way or the other. Now we go to resolution, so we'll draw another event. Oh, don't panic. So there's two of these. I'm playing with the standard rules for 2-player, so you get 2 of these. It's like a dud. Phew, I can take a sigh of relief. I don't want Luna. No Luna, please. Okay, so Invictus has no fleets, so it gets a new enemy fleet of 3 ships. So the ships are an ongoing onslaught. It does get in your way, but you need to blow stuff up to get credits. This is a reinforcement, so 1 enemy ship to all the fleets at Kagawa. So there's 3 there. So that is 1, 17. It actually looks like a 1. Looks like a 7. That's a 7, and 13 gets 1 as well. So those fleets are getting quite big, and because they're all there, I'm gonna have to. If I go there, I'm gonna have to take them all on. Right, planning. I'm going to go 1, and then I'm going to, because I can't complete my mission this round, so I might as well stop there and try and do some repairs while I remember, just in case something horrible happens. So I get to repair 1 hull. So repairing your hull is really time consuming. This one, I was going to go shopping. Let's go shopping while we're at the shipyard. Now they've got 5 credits, so I will have. Oh, that one's worth 3, so that's handy. That one's worth 4, that's also handy. And this one is worth 8. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I might as well go back in the bag. Okay, so I've got a choice of Blossom Mark II, which does 2 energy damage for 1, so that's kind of perfect. What does this one do? It allows you to lock onto the target and guarantee damage every round. Whoa! So you lock on and do 1 energy damage every round. That's pretty cool too. But then doing 2 damage for each one of those. I've never tried the lock on, but then I lose a dice. No, I'm going to buy this for 4. Stick that down there. That cost me 4. At least that ship now has got a bit more flexibility. Don't have a lock on. Okay, and my second action, I might as well join my friend, because it is Armada and I've got my own Armada. End round. Oh, I forgot that last time. That should have had a token on it. And now resolution phase. Do this first, so we get 56, which is somehow out of order. 56. Don't know. I think my cards got dropped yesterday. Anyway, okay, 56 goes on Terra, and that one's not a problem. Then we do the hazard, and that's going to hit a 4. That results in a failure, which is a bit of a shame. And it means, I think that means 2 fleets, 2 threat cards get drawn, which is price of failure. Reinforcements, 2 enemy ships start a new fleet of terror. And create a new fleet of 2 enemy ships, Kagawa. Kagawa's turning out to be a real party planet for the enemy. And now I have to draw my 2 for the resolution phase, because that was because of my failure. New enemy fleet of 2 ships at Titan 6. This isn't an easy game. I'm wondering if it would be easy with 3 ships, or go pure solo. Maybe I'll try pure solo next. Create 2 enemy ships of terror. Okay. So, that's that. It's our turn. First turn, we'll fly to Luna, then we'll do a trade action to get rid of our fragile cargo. We will get 3 credits, which actually, that's a dumb idea. Slight reverse. I'm not staying there, so I'll move you there first. Then I will go there and do my action, which completes my prime, and then I'll give the credits to you. And because they've already moved, that's the end of that. End of my round. Got nothing to engage with. We draw another token. Hopefully we don't get more. Okay, 7. Let's see where 7 is. Luna, which is kind of handy, but that's where we are. It's 5 credits. Ka-ching. I'll be doing that next round. Threats. 2 enemy fleet at Titan. And what happens if you run out of fleet? That's an excellent question. It's not in the rules, but I put it up on Board Game Geek, and Tony, the designer, reliably informs me that's probably a lose condition. Which kind of seems fair enough, that if you run out of enemy fleets, your galaxy is pretty much overrun, which kind of defeats the purpose of the game. So that was another fleet at Titan. So I really have to start doing a bit of tidying up. There's a reinforcement, 1 to all fleets at Kagawa, and there's 4 of them. 4. That being said, I can still reshuffle. I've still got a bit of space, but it's looking a bit hairy. That's a 7. That's a 17. 13. Where's 13? Oh, that's a lot of ships. 17. It was 4, wasn't it? I did 17. 4. You can do hit and run, so you can go in, destroy a whole fleet, then fly out. Grab the scrap and go. But you can take damage. I have to do a bit of that. Of course, now I've got my new laser. So that's the end of resolution. Now it's my go. I either stay where I am and grab all the credits, or engage with some of these other fleets. What I could do is try and make more money. Why don't we do that? So I'm going to fly 1, 2 to there, and I'm just gonna, oh, no, that's a dumb idea, because you can only do 1 distress per round, so that's not gonna help. What have we got here? We've got a shipyard. So why don't I give my money to my friend Harmony? Action 1. Action 2, let's go fight some battles. Harmony will go shopping for action 1. I hope you get something good, and then join the battle. Okay, so we'll have that one, which is not very useful. Oh, you can buy it and give it to someone else as well. But oh, now that's perfect. If I have 5, it's an AI core. Let's see if I can reroll. Rerolls are so important. So what have I got? A healing ray. Return all units from an infirmary. Can be used on an ally. Don't really care about that. Pulse laser. 1 damage. I've already got a laser that does 1 damage, so that's useless. An AI core I would very much like, because it gives me a reroll. Could he use that? He's got his 2 laser. No, I'm gonna not buy any of those and move and join my little friend anyway. And again, I didn't repair my hull on either of my ships. Hopefully you're shouting at the video now, you idiot. So, yeah, this is going to be really quick. I'm going to be running. I can't believe I have to remember. I need a token. Repair your hull. Anyway, we're here now. Let's try number 3. It doesn't look too big. It's a saw. Oh, the plunge that's got a big blade on it does kinetic damage. There's not much hull. Oh, send 2 units to the infirmary. That's pretty funny because I just got rid of the escape infirmary card. Who's going to go up front? This one does hull breaches as well. So I think we will keep the line. So this is going to be brutal. Oh, that's not too bad, because we can do 4 damage with that. And that would knock that one out. Perfect. What else have we got? We can do a kinetic damage. Yeah, I can live with that. I'd rather have that than 2 hull breaches. So I'll knock out one of the hull breaches. And my shields are on full anyway. So not entirely useless. So this is where being able to upgrade your ship is kind of important. What we can do, we're not going to take any damage when mods just do both on the shooting. That one's dead. We'll do that, I'll do that. And those aren't any good. So, counterattack. 2. Does 1 energy damage, which I can live with. This one does 2, but we knock that one out. All good. You're destroyed. This is becoming a very long video. Maybe I'll finish at the end of this one, because otherwise it's just going to be massive. You're not watching anyway. By this point anyway. Okay, so you're destroyed. Now we will attack. You get a general idea. That will do 2 damage. Boom. So my ship. Now once you can get upgrades, you're in a much better position. I will also use the status beam to take out the kinetic damage. Oh, I can live with that. The 2 hull breaches. I don't really care about that either because it's destroyed. I'll take that out. This one has got nothing that it can do, so that doesn't really matter. And let's roll the counterattack. You get a 5, which is 2 hull breaches. And a hull breach knocks things out of order during a battle, offline. And so I would roll it twice, and I would get a 1, which would knock out my mining laser, so I might use my reroll from my crew, and get a 5, which would knock out my laser, which would be even worse. And the second one would be a 2, which would knock out that. So that'd be offline. I wouldn't be able to use them for the rest of the battle. As it is, that's destroyed. And we get our shields back, and anything offline goes back online again. And money. So this is a junker 1 and a mercenary 1, so we actually get 2 for that, which is really good, because they were from different factions. That's fleet number 2. Let's look at fleet number 26. Your number is up. Unfortunately, this is another small one. Oh, and the two the same. Both Federation. I'm only going to get one for destroying those, which is a bit of a pain. Both have 2 shields. Both do. Oh, if shields are at 0, they automatically do 1 kinetic damage to the whole fleet. Oh, that's when they blow up. Okay, so they're energy and they basically self-destruct. Okay, let's have a go. Ooh, so that's 2. Let's pick one. Doesn't really make a difference. Can't do anything else with that. Yeah, might well blow one up. Oh, kinetic damage. Yeah, that's not a great idea actually. You know what? I'm going to take out the shield to the other one. And then I'll be able to manage the kinetic damage at the end. It's not going to be pretty, but it is what it is. My dice in order. Okay, counterattack. 1. Does nothing. Excellent. Right. This is the problem with this one because, yeah, we've got 2 on each. They're both going to do 2 kinetic damage. This one can absorb 1, but if I can knock it out, we'll survive. Okay, so we'll use our status beam to knock out that one. Then we'll fire our laser to blow that one up. That one will take 1 more damage, and we might even survive this. Okay. Oops, I played that wrong. When shields are at 0, take 1 kinetic damage. So I knocked out the shields of both of them. I would have taken, for the whole fleet, 2 kinetic damage. Oh well, this game is going to end. So both my ships, because I read the card wrong, when shields are at 0, take 1 kinetic damage across the whole fleet. So both of them took 2 kinetic damage, both of them distressed, and that's game over. Well, I didn't expect that to happen. Anyway, if you're still listening along, advice for players is make sure that you repair your hull before you go back into combat. Watch out for your enemy fleets and read the cards properly, because otherwise you end up blowing yourself up, and I should have really just destroyed one at a time. Never mind, that was going well, so I won't get to the boss battle. Hope you've enjoyed this overly long playthrough. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yep. I'm going to probably play another game. Well, I will play another game. I'll probably pick a different ship or 2. And when I get to the boss battle, I'll probably do a playthrough of the boss battle just so you can get a flavour for that as well. Anyway, here we go. That ended a bit quicker than I expected.